We are here. President accounted for. I'm Baron J67.
I'm T Jones. Still no video. That is soon to come back.
But we are Adventures of the Black Nerds.
Yes, we are.
And consistency is the key.
Is the key.
And we are here.
As long as we're here. We're here, people.
We're here.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for riding with us. I really do appreciate it.
I really appreciate the patience.
We got a lot of stuff to catch up on. A lot of stuff to talk about. First, I said we start off with Apex Legends, dog.
Okay.
The new craze.
Now, I understand why, bro. You know what? I played it, and let me tell you immediately the little things that made me immediately love the game 1,000 times more.
Mm-hmm.
That bumper where I get to let people know where shit is.
Yeah.
And it calls it out. Hey, there's a level 2. I only played like 5 matches and got trashed in each one of them. I think I got 1 kill.
Uh-huh.
But it just, that little tweak, if they did nothing else other than copy everybody else's Battle Royale format and just added that made...
Those little nuances.
It's the little shit that makes all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't have to guess. Now when you drop that level 2 for a level 3 item and your partner only has gray or tier 1 armor, you now know, hey, there's a level 2 up here and I can go and get it.
Exactly.
And it's marked and it's pinged. Then you get to cancel the ping. Yes. Oh my God. And then there's no fall damage.
Yeah, I think they had to do that. I mean,
well, yeah, because it's Titanfall.
Yeah, but not only that, you telling me, oh, I can become a Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
I can with these abilities. Imagine falling from a roof and dying.
I would have been.
I'd be mad. So I was like,
I'd be mad at the world.
Yeah. So people kept saying, oh, because it's Titanfall. I'm like, man, bump that. Imagine you being able to call out a second you.
Yeah.
And you fall off the map, but I did see one guy. They were flying into the map, and they overshot this bridge they were trying to land at, and they literally took them off the map. And as they go to land, they land in the water and they just die instantly.
Oh.
The whole team, they were mad. I remember seeing it. That was pretty funny.
That's a big. For those who don't know, there are some major differences between Apex Legends and every other battle royale. You know, they've streamlined it. They've taken all the best things from every battle royale, but on top of that, they added in some very little key components that make it stand out to a whole new level.
Yeah,
and it's just fresh.
Yep, this is a fresh start. But
go
ahead.
So I'm just trying to give people background for those who haven't played it.
Yeah.
So it's 3-man squads. It's made by the same people.
It's squads only too, right?
Yeah, it's squads only. You cannot jump in. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
You cannot jump in solo. And it's made by the same company that made Titanfall 1 and 2, Respawn. This was actually supposed to be Titanfall 3, but they scrapped it for this Battle Royale program, which, in my opinion, is perfect because now they're going to generate a bunch of money, and now they're going to probably come out with a better version of Titanfall 3 or whatever else they plan on coming out with. But my point is, let me get to the things that I love most about it. The key features. The jump master. You get to either you or the other 2 members of your party, somebody will become jump master, and you can it'll automatically make you go wherever they go.
Mm-hmm.
So now we don't have that whole issue of place
where you guys want to go.
Yeah, where we landed. No, you pick a jump master because I never like doing it because I'm new to the game and I'm trash.
Yeah,
so I don't want that responsibility of going to the worst place ever and everybody sending me hate mail. But so. Once again, I only played 5 matches and I fell in love. It was a great mind-numbing experience. But you can branch off if you want to, but automatically you're following whoever is the jump master.
Exactly.
That jump master, that's a huge aspect. Then the marking ability that we talked about earlier. So being able to go ahead.
What I was about to cut you off and say was pretty much I'm able to, and like I said, I haven't played it. I probably watched like 30 hours of people playing Apex Legends. Pretty much we can play this whole game without talking to each other.
Yes.
We can play a whole match without saying anything to each other.
You can run with randoms and it's not a bad experience. Actually, I've had a better experience with randoms on this game, on Apex Legends, than any other game. This dude revived me, took my banner, which is the way you grab a fallen friendly, and took me to the revive station, revived me, pointed me out to different weapons, and then we made it to like top 10.
See,
one thing I can say, every time I've played, we made it to the top 12 or something like that. Like, I wasn't complete trash, but I'm not trash.
So speak on some of the abilities.
Okay, so that I'm still confused as hell by.
Okay.
Only one I felt super comfortable with was the medic. I forgot her name, black girl. Oh, and the variety of the characters is off the charts. It's a melting pot of everything from it's like Overwatch in that regard. See, and even in that, they once again you take the variety from Overwatch. You take the gameplay of Battle Royale, you take the colorful and skins and whatnot from, they're piecing from everything and truly making this work. But I was playing with the medic, and she has the ability her special is you call down a defensive like airstrike, and it comes down and it's full of items, of high ranking items like purple, which I believe is tier 3 armor, med kits and whatnot, and then she has a drone that heals people, whoever it's near it. Okay. And then I use the telekinesis chick, which I had no idea what I was doing, because you know me, I don't read directions. I just jump in and start playing. I just do shit. And it's not smart. It is a team oriented game, and you should pick who you're good with.
Yeah. See, from how it was explained to me, it was explained that if you have a certain play style, there's a character for you.
Yes, which is true.
Yeah, so
very true.
I have not played it because I'm over the battle royale. I'm over it. I'm over I enjoy watching it more. This is the same thing with Call of Duty. At one point, I used to love playing Call of Duty. Then I got over playing Call of Duty, but enjoyed watching the competitive scene and other people play it.
Got you.
I may dib and dab back into it every so often, but as for trying to play it, sometimes I just get a little burnt out of Battle Royale because it just seems like the same. I had to explain this. It was a full-on explanation of why I was burnt out of Battle Royale games. But yeah, man, I'm happy for Apex Legends. I'm happy for Respawn. People forget the people who created Respawn was technically Infinity Ward that created some of your favorite Call of Duty games. And remember, they had left, and that's when Sledgehammer came in the mix. But I'm happy for them because they have adopted this the way gaming should be nowadays. These free to play games is the way to go. But we all understand why they will never be adopted. As of right now, they won't be adopted by, these bigger, badder developers and big old. I guess it would say the developers and even publishers, because they want their money now. They don't want their money on the back end. They want their money right now. So
and what's so scary about it is they nickel and dime us with microtransactions after a $60 fee.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what it would be like if all the big developers and publishers put out nothing but free to play? We think we're getting bare bones games without DLC now.
We wouldn't get a damn thing,
man. Oh, start menu. Put five quarters in to get past start menu. You're gonna get to 75% of your loading screen. Then it's gonna say insert credit card now.
I'm scared for that because I talk as much as I talk about free to play being the way. I'm scared for it because that opens up a whole realm of bullshit. Of people, of it being. Hold on first. What's up?
That's right. When I was laying next to Josiah, he said something. He said, "Baba."
Aww.
Baba.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm talking to your uncle right now, so go back downstairs. All right.
Aww.
That's fine, baby. That's fine. Sorry, daddy time kicked in. Just turn the TV off or turn the TV on and turn the light off, okay? Sorry about that, people.
No, that's all good, man.
I am back. But I was saying that I'm scared for free to play games because of the things that it can the things that could happen from it. And I'm talking about we talk about microtransaction now. Imagine what they would do, what some people would do to get the edge over other people's games. Now people are being able to buy guns, being able to buy abilities, being able to buy a different type of suit for your characters. Look at Warframe. Like Warframe, there's something special about each Warframe. And there's millions of them. I'm probably over exaggerating, but there's a bunch of Warframes. And you literally can, instead of going to farm the items for it, you can just buy them whenever you want. Imagine Apex Legend like that. Imagine Fortnite like that.
Hey, you know what's creepy? The more I think about it, the more we're pushing on whether it's virtual reality or augmented reality, or even if it's just complete gaming. Think about it. Think about this way, because I was walking in the mall this weekend. I'm going off on a tangent, folks. I was walking in the mall this weekend, and I was telling my wife, I was like, look at what the next step is going to be. The next step in the mall and in the shopping experience is going to be an augmented reality or a VR shopping experience. Imagine instead of going to Amazon.com, you go to Amazon VR. It don't sound that far off, and it don't sound that crazy.
No, it does not.
Because I put on a headset, snap, whether it's a cheap one where you put your phone in, or whether you actually got an Oculus Rift or you got the Google HoloLens, whatever. You put it on and you digitally walk into a store, and all it is a bunch of items curated for you based on your search history, and blah, 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 blah. But the point I was making is that's the next step we're getting to. And I think once they truly acknowledge that, think about our gaming experience. Oh, hey, our avatars. Look, we're already doing it.
Yeah.
Our avatars on Xbox, your PlayStation remember the whole PlayStation Home thing?
Yeah.
Or was it?
It was PlayStation Home. You're right.
Okay, we're already prepped for that.
Yeah, we're ready for it.
People take so much time and spend money on their avatar that nobody really even looks at except them.
Nobody cares what your avatar looks like.
Nobody cares
about their eye colors, their cheekbone structure.
Bro, people spend money on it. Mm-hmm. So knowing that we'll do that, why not take it that step further?
Yeah. Why
not? All of a sudden, my wardrobe online is better than my real life wardrobe. Because it doesn't matter. No. And think about it. All I'm saying is we're moving further and further into Ready Player One, Sword Art Online. Mm-hmm. Like these things we're moving closer and closer to. And what if it's microtransactions that turns into the fuel to push us there?
But okay. But are you okay with? Would you be okay with that?
No, I'm terrified. I'm absolutely scared, but I want augmented reality to that scale so bad.
Yeah, because because obviously every game would have to have some type of currency.
Yes,
right. Some type of rewarded currency for completing whatever. So you imagine being able to, you're in. Let's just use Ready Player One as the example. Yeah. You're in this world, and you can earn currency by doing certain things, but it's on like the level scale of like nothing.
Yeah,
but if you
slave wages,
you put that credit card on there and you drop $1,000, you know what I'm saying?
You
turn around and get the catalyst
and no, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's just trippy how we're closer and closer to getting to that. Like I always say I want to live long enough to experience and fully drive into full dive technology.
Yeah.
Ever since I seen Sword Art Online, ever since I heard about that and got into that, that's been a big goal for mine because just the idea of being able to take a few hours out of your day and completely feel. Do you know? I was just talking to E. Shout out to E.
Hey.
I was just talking to him, and I told him, I was like, "Look, man, I would get in shape today.
Oh shit!
If you told me my real life abilities and stats affected how I game,
everybody would be in shape.
Thank you.
Everybody that plays video games
for the
would
Olympics.
be buff.
No, I got a PvP tournament coming up. I need to let them have it.
Yeah, see, I'm like I said, I'm more on the RPG, the Ready Player One scale. So yeah, you could be some super fat kid, but your character but see, that's the thing with RPG. It would have to stay that. Because I feel like once you take that out of it, once you start, oh yeah, if in real life, if you can't run a 4-3, your character can't run. Once you do that, you'll probably lose some people because that's not RPG. You're not playing this fantasy role type character of what you want it to be like. Even though it's proven that most people create their character based off of them.
Which I do all the time.
Yeah, my character looks like me. I even make my character fat if I can.
Yeah, you're gonna see a heavyweight dude with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, see,
I'm pissing you off. But this fat ass keeps shooting me. Can't even hide behind cover.
Yeah, see, yeah, I mean, I think sitting here talking about that, it scares me because it gets to that point. It's over, dog. It's over.
But let me tell you, the reason I bring this up, and then you're actually bringing up a great segue into the next topic. Mm-hmm. But yes, I feel like no matter what, there's going to be things that are still video games.
Yeah.
But if you I was just telling my coworkers, I push papers for a living. You know, now trying to get specific. Mm-hmm. I can do my job from my computer, from where I'm sitting right now. If I had a scanner and a printer, I could do my job from here.
Yeah.
Or if I just had a tablet and whatever. Yeah. But my point,
all that stuff is portable nowadays.
It's all portable now. I don't even actually need a printer and scanner. I'm talking old school.
Yeah.
But my point is, knowing that I don't have to physically be at work to do my job, and that's for a lot of people's jobs nowadays. Not everyone, but a good portion of jobs, that office jobs, you don't need to be at work.
Yeah.
It would be cheaper for the company. Imagine if they opened up a server and you put on your headset.
All you gotta do is put on your headset. I'm pretty sure there's companies and stuff out there.
Well, yeah, they do it, but they don't do the whole VR thing.
Of course,
they just do the whole what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
the program we're using right now is set up for people to work on.
Yeah.
But my point is, I really think this is that great leap.
Yeah.
I don't think VR games will fully take off until we get to that point.
So free to play is the key.
I think free to play with the healthy microtransactions,
or not even free to play, microtransactions.
I think microtransactions, because if you can convince the stockholders, hey, we will make money hand over fist for a very long time to come, outside of an initial 60. If we make a good game, because we've done it. I've dumped money into a game that I didn't pay for because I enjoyed it.
Yes.
I was like, I would have bought this. Let me buy that much in currency for how much I would pay for the game. Yeah. I've done that.
See, what intrigues me by that is the fact that you literally would be playing one game.
Yes.
You would be playing excuse me, one game.
Yep.
But your character will have a multitude of different options of different side missions or side activities to do. The perfect example of this would be like your divisions. We're, segueing into what we're about to talk about. Your divisions or anthems where you have the options to do this mission here, to do this mission here. Or I feel like killing some actual real people who are playing as a character. So I'm going to go run some skirmish or some, PvP type stuff, or go into the dead zone, or even using Destiny. Hey, I want to kill enemies. I want to get my gun skill right. So I go to Earth and kill some dregs. Then now it's time for me to jump into Crucible. Then I jump into the Crucible. Now I'm playing against real people who are controlling that. You'll be playing one game. Now my question for you is: are you ready for that? Well, I'm ready. Are you ready for one game as one character?
Let me tell you, if I have the ability to fully dive into that, where I'm there, mentally I'm there. Visually, 100%, I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. No questions asked. Because I could I already know I'm going to dump. Like, I already explained to my wife that we're just going to have periods of time where you just don't talk to me. Like, 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. Because that's actually that's another point before we jump into the division that I want to end off with. The only way that full dive technology is really going to take, in my, like, now that I really think about it, is once it's so commonplace that even people who don't play video games utilize it.
Okay.
Because think about this right now. Your family would choke you out if they came in your game room and you in the rig, completely gone in the world, and you, but dude, how can you watch the kids? How can you still do anything else? So until
we in the world with you,
thank you. So until we get to a point where almost everything around you can function. Like, you remember that whole HoloLens presentation?
Yeah.
From years ago. The dude walked in, he was wearing his HoloLens. He was like, "Oh, what time is it?" Took a clock, threw it up on a wall.
Oh, I remember
Netflix,
that. Okay.
threw it on a wall. Now, next thing you know, let me jump into the game world. Oh, you got an alert. Boop, boop, boop. Little camera pops up, and your wife is sitting there cussing you out, telling you need to order something from Amazon VR so she could have it.
Amazon VR.
You can borderline live your life.
You don't have to move, dog.
There you go. That's the only way I think VR will truly take off, because look at most gamers who want a game. We probably got I think the average our age has 10 to 15 hours max a week.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
And that's me. And I'm gonna be honest, that's on the high end. And when I say like us, I mean families, married.
Yeah.
Like anybody in that category, you're not watching Netflix so you can game. You're missing all type of TV so you can game. Exactly. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
And that's because I know that's exactly what I live. But yeah, bro, the Division 2.
So, can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good?
There we go. I almost plugged the cord out.
Oh.
See? Breaking shit. Yeah, so the Division 2. When is it set to release again?
I want to say it comes out March.
Looking it up right now.
I could be wrong.
Yep, March 15th. That's when it's set to be released. All right. So we both played Division 1 when it came out.
And we played a lot of it.
I felt like the Division 1 was a breath of fresh air, especially coming from Destiny. And the Division 1 offered a play style in gaming that I like. I like having builds. I like building things around things that go hand in hand with my loadout. So if I'm able to do 28% damage with a light machine gun, I'm going to carry a light machine gun, and then everything else is going to, this is just an example, it's going to benefit me that way. Well, now they're coming out with the Division 2 and a couple things that the Division 2 has that the Division 1 didn't have. The Division 2 is going to have bigger raids now. So potentially it's going to have 8-player raids. Now, I know you aren't a huge raider when it comes to raiding. I am, because the mechanics on beating bosses doing in-game activity is what I love. And then speaking of in-game activity, the Division 1 did not have a true like end game. It didn't have the last activity to do that said, "Hey, you completed this game." It literally
just kept going.
Yeah, it just kept going.
Disclaimer, neither one of us played all the DLC.
We did not. I purposely walked away from the Division 1 because I purposely walked away from the Division 1 because I felt like I was chasing something and it was just being pulled away from me.
Go ahead.
Every time I got back on to try to catch up, there was no catching up. Every time I got back on, I missed the opportunity to get this weapon or missed the opportunity to do this certain activity. It was pulled. It just felt like the target kept getting pulled further and further away. Not only that, a couple of the updates, I think that's what you were about to say, came out and it completely ruined the experience. All in all for me. So I stopped playing because of that specific reason. I just didn't think it wasn't worth my time, especially when I know how competitive I can get when it comes to gaming. If I can't catch up, if I can't be as strong as that person, this person, or whatever, and I'm just literally, I was in the dark zone, just insta dying. Sometimes it was because of cheaters, but I was literally walking out of the safe house and dying, and that was it. There was no going into the dark zone to get gear. There was no going into the dark zone to go extract stuff. No, there was no way I was getting out of the dark zone. So I stopped playing it for that specific reason.
Now for me, the reason, it's very similar and it's basically the same thing. Now, what ended up happening was they changed a bunch of currencies last minute because the currency that we were able to use in the dark zone became null and void. Mm-hmm. Then another big issue was they took what used to take 4 hours to get and turned it into 10.
Yeah.
And once again, you're talking to a group of people who have a solid 10 to 15 hours a week. So if in that 10 to 15 hours a week, I can't remotely keep up. I'm not trying to keep up with the sweaties. And sweaties are people who try hard, for those who don't know. Yeah. I'm not trying to keep up with the tryhards. I'm trying to keep up with the middle of the pack. And when he says we were getting instant killed, he's not lying. It was almost like, why am I here?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Even fun.
It wasn't fun. And and let me tell you, my fear from what I experienced, I already ran into that. I hopped in the dark zone and there was dudes out there murdering. And at first I'm like, okay, I want to say they added a system where people are relatively equal.
Yeah.
Like your gear does not.
I was reading up something on the dark zone and it says something like, if you wanted to go rogue, you basically signal it first and then you're rogue. So it's not like, remember, you had to shoot somebody, do a certain amount of damage for you to go rogue. Because remember, sometimes we were accidentally going rogue. We didn't mean to.
It would ruin the whole experience.
It was like, dang. And remember, we used to get mad at some people in the team.
Because we would have good gear.
Exactly. Yeah. And we can't extract and doing all this other stuff. So,
but the thing that was happening. Oh, my bad. You were about to say what you read. My bad.
Oh, well, no. Yeah, it was just that. No, you can continue.
Okay. Hey, no. So I was running into dudes. Here it is. My guns are 500 damage. DPM, damage per DPS, damage per second. I'm getting killed by dudes with 7,000 DPS. This is a beta that's been out for three to 4 days max.
It's a private beta.
How? And I'm just sitting there. All their gear is gold and purple.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my little funky blues. And so the tiers, just to give people a heads up for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, because we're just talking as if everybody knows what we're talking about. It goes gray, green, blue, purple, and then gold.
Yeah, epic.
Yeah. And these dudes are rocking top tier gear, murderizing, like no questions asked, out there looking tactical like they created the game. And I'm just sitting here like, what the hell? Oh, and they need to fix the sniper rifle. They need to add an auto mode because they got a turret, a sniper rifle turret, which is very powerful and it's very dope. But the only issue is you have, at least from what I know, because you know me, I don't read directions. I had to aim at people and press left bumper in order to get it to take the shot.
Oh, okay. So it's you have to find the target.
Yes, I want my sniper to take the closest nearest shot. If I want to have the option.
Oh, okay.
Make it an upgrade. Make it something I got to work for. I'm down for that. Oh, and that's the positive. They added a heavy RPG factor. You can't even I think you don't even immediately start off with the dual main weapons. Okay. You have to unlock the ability to carry two main weapons. Yeah. Because in most games you get a main and a side. Well, this game you get two mains and a side.
Yeah.
But dude, it had some positives. The audio was trash.
Yeah, heard that. And regardless, we have to keep in mind that it was a beta.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't too mad.
A whole month before the game comes out.
Yeah, audio was complete. I mean, anytime more than 3 people were shooting, or like a really big loud gun was going off, either the audio would cut or it would sound like it's about to give out. Mm-hmm. It would sound like Task Killer is on the way for it. What else was a big issue? Graphics, loading in, potato mode happening. Yeah. Potato mode, audio. There's no sliding.
Oh, you can't slide? Could you slide in the last one?
I don't know, but I can't slide the cover, which feels really weird because I'm so used to doing it in every game I play.
Yeah.
Going to do it and not being able to is really strange.
But then, like, you also think about, like, I don't remember if we were able to slide in the first one, but I remember saying, and I watched a couple videos. We even talked about this before we started the podcast on how some people felt the movement was a little clunky. The movement in the first one was clunky as well. I felt that because it didn't. Obviously, it's not on console. It's not a 60 frame per second game, so true. It feels like that. Now, when you're sitting there, you're trying to move, and it just feels like it's swaying, and then you got to up your sensitivity, and then your sensitivity is too fast. Now you're overshooting. It becomes a pain. So you have to find that sweet spot. I feel like with games like that, I always say to myself, give it time.
Yeah.
Give it time, start off on a low sensitivity, then figure it out. But the movement in the Division 1, I said this before, it felt clunky. It felt heavy. Like I got a big ass backpack on and I'm just trotting. That's what it felt like. I'm okay with that because I'm okay with that with this game. For one, because it's third person, right? So your field of view is massive. For two, is because of the abilities and all of the equipment that you have, weapons you have, the abilities to make certain builds, to be a tank, to be a healer, to be your main DPS. You'll figure that out. The movement, you'll figure that out because everybody's moving the exact same.
True.
I'm okay with that. If the gameplay aspect and the gunplay aspect of it is perfect, I won't even complain. We'll figure out the whole movement stuff. Go to bed.
One thing that feels right is the fact that shotguns do the damage that I feel shotguns should do.
Okay.
And sniper rifles do the damage I feel they should do.
Okay.
And it didn't feel bad. And if I got one-shotted by somebody with a 2,000 damage per shot sniper rifle, I'm not mad.
Yeah. But dude, you got to remember, because in the Division 1, enemies were just bullet sponges. It literally, you was just letting off and reloading, letting off. Oh, I ran out of ammo. Throw me a kit. Letting off again, letting off, switching weapons, letting off. It was horrible. That was a horrible experience, because even if you max yourself out to do 2 times damage whenever you target or you mark an enemy, and you're doing the 2 times damage, but you ain't doing shit. You're not doing anything. It was a horrible experience. But for the Division 2, it's like I said, it's supposed to have 8-player raids. We'll wait to confirm that, and when the game comes out. It's supposed to have a true end game. Division 1 did not have a true game, so that's a plus. And then it's the true end game is, well, this is all speculation. It's supposed to reward end game type rewards. So you have the ability, outside of going to the Dark Zone, or outside of going to PvP, doing the skirmish, or outside of doing whatever you may have to do to get epic stuff, just by completing end-game activities, whether it's by yourself or with a team, you can get your end-game type rewards. And then last but not least, we did touch on it a little bit, they're going to have a 4v4 mode. They're going to have a skirmish or quick play type mode where 4 of us can go in and play against 4 other people online, and be able to use our abilities and use our weapons and use our loadouts against these other people. That's something that the Division 1 did not have, and that brings a whole nother aspect to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the PvP side of it now.
And what's so crazy about PvP outside of the Dark Zone in a structured area, what maps are you going to use? Are you going to... Is it going to be in the world that exists already, and y'all just go to a different server?
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's a PvP server.
And they just lock out some of the map. They lock out
a
portion
and
of
it
the
just
map.
loads you in there.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad. I'm actually tripping out. And personally, when it comes to that, I would actually want people with if my gun is stronger than yours, DPS wise, I feel I should have that one up to you.
Yeah.
Get good.
Yeah, but that's also, that's the RPG factor of it too. You know, or I'm sorry, not the RPG, that's the RNG factor of it. And the thing with RNG is if I just don't got the luck, I will never win. So that can be an issue as well. So I think there has to be some type of tuning with that. It has to be some type of like some type of static damage for specific types of weapons, but like your abilities, your precision damage, your anything that your gear awards you to your weapon shouldn't be taken out. Because if a person jumps in and they weren't as lucky enough as you to get this sniper rifle or submachine gun or whatever the case may be, now, like we talked about, we're playing the catch-up game. Now I ain't playing skirmish. I'm not playing quick play until I get this game. And I ain't trying to be sitting here getting destroyed because I don't have this one gun. So that is a horrible experience. Some people I've experienced that in other games. But with this, the Division 2, Ubisoft and Massive, they have an opportunity here to create something that is that's to create a whole new experience from the Division 1. I hope that they just listen to their community, because I wouldn't even assume that I wouldn't even say I'm a part of that community, because I left the game.
Yeah,
I 100% walked away from that game.
Yeah, I ran from the game.
So I would hope that they would take the opportunity to listen to the community, listen to the head guys, listen to the big guys that have been playing your game since release, and make the adjustments needed. Because if you don't, the same thing's going to happen. Everybody's going to leave the Division 2 to go play Apex Predator, as we're talking about, go back to Fortnite, go back to all of these other games. It's a shit ton of RPG games coming out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a horrible year, dog. I'm not even playing Anthem. I'm telling you that from now.
Hey, you know, real talk, bro. Knowing how close the Division it comes out to Anthem, and I've played both.
Yes.
I've played Anthem and I've played the Division. I can see myself playing more of the Division.
Me too. That's my exact same.
Like, idea. I just off top, even watching people play Anthem, I'm like, I think I'd rather play the Division.
Yep, that's my perspective on it as well.
And I think it's more of I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up Anthem when it goes on sale. Like,
yeah,
but it just if head to head, if I only had enough to buy one, I'd buy the Division 2.
Yeah, know what?
The reason why is because I had fun with the Division 1.
Mm-hmm.
We put a lot of time into it. Up until their first major update, I played the living crap out of the Division. We were in there looking for vectors. Remember, we were rolling gold vectors over and over?
Yeah.
We were in it. We were really in it. And then that update came. They changed all the currencies. It took double what it used to get any of the same resources. And then there were people who sat at home all day and played versus us who could only get in. Yeah, you can't keep. There was no keep up. Yeah. There was no catching up. There was no way to do it. Yep. So it took. And once again, the steam got out of it. It was no longer fun.
Exactly.
So in saying that, but yeah, I would definitely rather play the Division 2 as long as they keep us in mind. As long as they keep the 10 to 15 hour guys in mind, that game will be great.
Yeah, I'm not, and I don't know Ubisoft's idea for the Division 2. I haven't followed them enough to, I follow them, but I haven't paid attention enough to figure out like their vision for the Division 2. I hope it is I hope it's not like a 2-year lifespan and then on to the next one. 2-year lifespan and then on to the next one. I really hope they adopt this idea of having the game, running the life cycle of this game into the dirt before they decide to go out and make another one, because you got to think about it. It's from the way they've been talking about the Division 2 on like mainstream inside of Game Informer. I did read the article on it in Game Informer, and then based off of like what some of my favorite YouTubers have talked about it, the amount of things that in this game, the amount of builds, the amount of perfect items that you want to obtain, it's so much in that realm that you're not going to finish everything in a year. You're not going to be able to complete everything within, hell. And especially if you don't play 8 hours a day, you most definitely ain't going to be able to finish everything within 2 years, I would say. So I hope that they keep that in mind and they decide to create something bigger than just, all right, well, it's about that time to come create an whole new IP, a whole new game. Got to satisfy our, got to make that quota.
Got to make the money, yeah.
So,
and that's that's something for all developers, and I really hope, I want them to win. Most game companies I really do want to see win, because all that does is further the playing ground.
Yeah,
like I feel like this last generation really took a hit. Outside of PlayStation, I'm mainly talking about Xbox. I think they took a major hit in terms of advancing the world of gaming. Maybe they had some more hardware stuff like the gamepad for people with disabilities. I think that was dope.
Okay,
dope movement. Buying up all these different companies that have made small games that are amazing. Dope, genius. Even picking up Obsidian, dope, genius. They're making big moves.
Yeah.
But you gave us no exclusives. Our one exclusive, and when I say, for Forza, Halo, and Gears of War, yeah, you gave us that. Okay. But I'm talking outside of that. Where's the scale bounds? Where's the Where's the Uncharted? Where's the Horizon Zero Dawn? Where's the... And those are Sony games.
Yep.
Now, I as an Xbox owner, I felt like Microsoft didn't push the envelope and didn't advance the gaming world, which I always feel that should be the goal for every console, is what can we do to make things better. And I think the big reset also came with the way that all these speaking on the positives, I guess, which is odd to say, on speaking on what microtransactions can do, how games, those free-to-play games, completely changed the way we look at gaming.
Yeah.
Think about, remember, okay, let's go back, what, almost a decade. Can it run Crysis? Like, can your system run Crysis?
Yeah.
Crysis looks better than most of the games that are out right now.
Hey.
Crysis running on Ultra or on max settings looks better than most games that came out in the last 2 years.
Yeah. I won't even argue with you.
No question about it. No doubt. I'll fight anybody about it. Show me that I got receipts. Like,
I got receipts.
hey, no, that's when, I mean, why where's the giant progression? Yeah. And I feel like I'm rambling now, but
it's a well thought out argument. I don't really, I understand exactly where you're coming from with that, because I don't want the industry to become lazy.
That's what thank you. I couldn't figure out the most simple way to say it.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that's what happened this generation.
Yeah, it did. I mean, look at this. The perfect another example for this is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that game at?
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, and this might be news that needs to be confirmed, but they got lawsuits that are stopping them.
Oh, really? Okay, so
yeah. And I want to say
a lot.
Yeah,
because I just thought about that game as you got to talking, because I'm like, damn, I don't see nothing else. They listen. Rockstar is a funny company. They dropped Red Dead Redemption 2, and then literally the same week they dropped Red Dead Redemption 2, they dropped an update for Grand Theft Auto Online.
A huge one.
Really? That's what we're doing. Okay.
This is reported by IGN. Take-Two Interactive, publisher of Red Dead Redemption 2, is in a legal battle with security company Pinkertons over the use of character Andrew Milton and Edgar Ross, two Pinkertons featured in Rockstar's latest title. The Pinkertons appreciated Rockstar's clear affection for Pinkerton, but felt the developer was creating a false impression that the game was made by or connected with Pinkerton, which it's not, and it's demanding Take-Two pay either a lump sum or ongoing royalties. And if I'm not mistaken, when any lawsuits like this go down, you gotta kind of halt. You gotta halt everything.
They have to.
Yeah,
they have to.
And that's just so knowing
Shout
that
out IGN for the information.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So knowing that, dude, here it is. So now you got an online mode that's stuck in beta. But they're still selling microtransactions for.
No, use Fortnite as the example.
Fortnite
is still early access.
It's an early access, and it's over here having full tournaments. Hell, PUBG barely came out of early access. What, last Christmas?
I don't even know if they're still out. If they're out of early access,
the full release came out. I want to say last E3. They announced like that Christmas it would be the full release.
Okay.
So the game is officially out for PUBG.
Yeah.
In Battle Royale, why would you even sign on to say do a full release? Why? But guess what? When they do, it's probably going to be like the 5-year anniversary, and then it's going to come with a disc, and you can only if you buy the hard copy. Yeah, if you buy the physical copy, it comes with like skins that you can't get unless you buy the physical copy. So they're going to go and force everybody who already owns the free version
to buy the game again.
Go out and buy it. Yep. Oh, genius. Dude, I should be in marketing. I'd be evil.
People would hate Epic.
I can't wait to sell out. No.
Stupid.
Like, I got y'all. Like, oh, you gamers, huh?
Yeah, you a gamer now, huh?
Oh, okay. Get these microtransactions. Yeah. Don't you want your character to have fingers?
Oh, man. Well,
you could have legs if you paid extra $5.
Hey. Microtransactions. Hey, full circle, dog. I don't know. I'm not really. I'm gonna have to rethink after that beginning conversation. I'm gonna have to rethink my ideas on microtransactions.
Well, let me tell you, people need a reason to go forward. Like, I think the U.S. is going back to the moon full force because China was out there trying to grow cotton. It died, but they tried. So now, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, we're going to go back to the moon. We're going to be up there with a Starbucks.
Yeah.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going to plant a Starbucks up there and a McDonald's, and we're going to be set. Because there's a reason. So if you could show, hey, we'll make the game free, you'll get more people to play, which increases your chances of people spending money. So, yeah, you're not going to sell 1 million copies and get that $60 million, but you're potentially going to get 100 in the same time frame because people are willing to spend money for cosmetics, for boost packs, for special events, for whatever. People are, the proof is in the pudding. So I'm actually, it'll grow, but I'm scared. It's scary.
I mean, we'll see, man. We will see. We'll see, because we're close.
Yeah,
I feel like we're close. So at that point, we just gotta wait and see.
Man. So. And then okay, I know we've talked about it before, and we're starting to hit that mark. But look at what our top 10 games have been for the last 5 years. Grand Theft Auto, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Fortnite, and then whatever.
Top 10 as people,
just overall sales.
Oh, well, yeah, you'd have to throw in. You'd have to throw in, okay, so Fortnite.
Grand Theft Auto, Elder Scrolls.
Destiny 1 and 2.
Destiny 1 and 2, because they both within the last 5 years. Like, these are games. So, Games as a Service has officially taken over consoles.
But wait, hold up. Okay, as in, do free-to-play games count?
As Games as a Service, I would say yeah.
I don't know, man. My heart hurts.
because we have to look at the reality. We have to really buckle down and look at what we're experiencing and what we're dealing with.
So, okay, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Hey, it's what's so scary about this is think about what we grew up doing. We grew up with Metal Gear Solid. We grew up with Dragon Age Origins, the original Elder Scrolls. I'm trying to think of like fresh experience. NBA Street. Mm-hmm. What was it? NFL Street. I'm trying to just think of different titles that came out that changed how we look at games. Okami, like. We could just go back and forth about different titles.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't get that same level from the big companies anymore.
Of course not. No.
Because you don't have to.
Mm-hmm. There's just no...
There's no driving
push
force
to do it anymore.
There you go. That's why our favorite games come from small developers who are in early access.
Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out Epic. Shout out Respawn. Even though Respawn isn't there, and
Epic isn't small anymore either. Or I don't think they ever really were small.
Epic was small before. Well, no.
Oh, they weren't. Small, yeah,
and Respawn was a full-fledged development company.
Yeah,
right out of the gate because they had the experience with and they won that lawsuit with Activision. So, bro, I don't know, man. My heart hurts. I don't know what to think about anymore.
I know it's real sad, huh?
My brain is literally shut down.
I got a bad habit of like thinking further than I probably should.
Yeah, maybe you should slow your ass down.
Yeah, I need to just go sit down somewhere. Can you just play a game, sir?
Yeah, please.
Can you? And then like, don't even let me ask the question. I'm gonna put this out there for people. I want you guys to go into your catalog, to your backlog, to your game list, to your downloaded or installed games, and see how many games you bought that are either the 5th installment of that title or a remaster.
Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it.
5th or more installment, which means 2K19, your Madden, your Call of Duties. So, better yet, an easier question would be: show me how many original IPs or intellectual properties that you have.
Yeah, see, I'm good.
I'm looking down. For me,
I don't want to play this game.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really depressing. I got Horizon Zero Dawn. I have No Man's Sky. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
You beat that?
Dying. Yeah, I beat Kingdom Come Deliverance. Dying Light. Yeah.
It's a lot. I don't want to play this game with you.
It's depressing, bro.
Yeah,
most people play the same a new version of the same game every year.
I don't want to play this game, bro.
I know. I just made this really sad. I'm sorry, folks. This is how I think, though. This is what goes through my, like, I'll sit back with my wife and just be like, "Oh, hey," like, this is what goes on,
bro.
Yeah,
you need to stop.
I'm sorry.
You're a fun sucker. You're sucking all the fun.
We gotta ask ourselves the hard question, people. We demand new. We want new.
Listen, I'm done with you and your new. I'm over it.
Speaking on that, so let's just, because we got a few minutes left, let's just jump through all the little rumors I heard. So this is rumor time. I feel like we should add in like a soundboard, and it's me saying, rumor time.
Okay. What you want to start with?
Okay, so supposedly from a positive source, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is supposed to be coming to Nintendo Switch.
I have to ask you, what's this positive source?
Well, positive source, my bad. Not positive source. What's the word I'm looking for? Reliable. Credible source. I don't know who the hell it is.
Eurogamer?
I
think that's what you sent me.
Gamer. Oh, did I send you Eurogamer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Eurogamer. But they're speculating it's gonna happen.
Oh wait, no, I don't know. This is the wrong. Oh, that's the wrong link. That's another one. That's another one of the things you wanted to talk about.
Okay, I'll jump on that in a second.
Gamer Rant.
Yeah, and they were, because I think it's gonna happen because Sony is actually really good for taking on Nintendo Switch is actually really good at taking on games that did well on consoles and taking it to their handheld / console,
aka not working, being lazy.
Not. And I'm a sucker for this because I already know I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for
buy the Witcher 3. I'm gonna do it.
I already got it on PC. I got it on PlayStation and Xbox. I might as well complete it. I might as well complete the quadrilateral.
Yes, you can get this, and you know they're gonna charge full price too. That's the dirty part. Yeah, they're gonna hit me for the whole kablammy. But
the kablammy.
They're gonna hit me with the blunderbuss. Now the next one that's bothered me to no end, but I'm probably gonna sucker up and buy it too if it's real. Scalebound. So Scalebound was supposed to be a major Xbox One exclusive. It was supposed to be one of the console selling games like Crackdown 3, Halo, and Gears of War. It was supposed to be one of those. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, go pick up this because oh, I bought an Xbox so I can play Scalebound. Like that's what type of game it was.
Developed by Platinum Games.
Yes.
From 2013 until its cancellation in 2017. This game is scheduled to be released for Xbox One and Microsoft Windows, with Microsoft Studios publishing the title.
Yes.
Damn.
Now there's a source, a fairly credible source, according to Alana Pierce, that it's on its way back and it's going to be for Switch. Now, I'm thinking about the gameplay videos for that game when it first was announced. I could see it being played on the Switch.
Yeah.
Having a Switch in my hand, playing different games on there, I could totally see the world of Scalebound based on the gameplay and images and video and other stuff I've seen for it in the past. I could totally see it being broken down for Switch.
I gotta get the Switch.
You're gonna be kind of mad at yourself. Let me speak.
I just wanted to put it on my desk and use it as a kickstand.
Okay, then you're good. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself, buddy. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll do great. Now, before I ramble on too much, I think we need to shout some people out. Tone Deaf Network, much love, you guys. Thank you for being so patient with us, and thank you for shooting our information out into the ether, into the universe. And then much love to all the groups that help us out: Streamers Hideout, Survive with us, and then shout out to myself. No, who said that? Who did that?
Cardi B said, "Shout out to my haters because you know what I'm saying. You know
see it.
Shout out Cardi B.
Oh, thank you, Cardi.
She's for the culture.
Literally for a daughter. No, but thank you, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm ratchet at heart. People make fun of me because you'll go from like classical music. Not even classic hip hop. It'll legit be like some classical Beethoven or something.
You're just a well-rounded person.
Sure. I think I'm ratchet.
I said well-rounded because you can really turn from, oh yeah, ratchetness to, oh yeah, financial views on how to save money. Oh
yeah, let's go blow a check.
You have good qualities everywhere.
Yeah, I know how to live, man. We gotta live life.
Let's go blow a check, son.
Yeah, oh man. But no, for real though, I love seeing ratchet stuff go down and be widely accepted, because then you realize it's not so foreign anymore.
Exactly.
It's not such a foreign thing to see somebody just have complete fun and not care about what other people are saying or thinking about them. They just having fun, and there's other people who are enjoying them having fun and making that money.
Exactly.
Period. And yeah, I mean, I've seen Cardi B pregnant twerking at Coachella. So anybody willing to go that hard,
Cardi B gets all the support from me.
Oh yeah, all the support. I wish I could do that. Is that how you do it?
Whatever. I can't do that, man.
Yeah, I try.
Bird call.
Bird call.
Bird call. All right. Okay. Listen, we rambling.
Yeah, we're rambling. All right, guys. I'm Baron J67. Check out all the links below.
All the links will be. Oh, you know what, bro? You ain't send me that link.
Oh, my bad, man. Oh yeah, Nerds Noir. Go buy stuff.
Link will be at the top of the description. Once again, thank you, Tone. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Peace.